Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa's like investigator. Hell, everybody, welcome. Rosa's like investigator. So, just reading your comments here, and I see someone said, Joy says, Joy B. I have a cat named George. He loves to listen to Rosie. As soon as he hears her voice, he will come running. I'm very flattered. To be honest, I am a I'm a dog person, okay, but cats they have conversational spirits. I think cats they can pick up on sometimes dogs too, but cats cats are like very. It's like whoa, cats approve, huh? 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 So it's kind of funny. It's like oh, I'm very flattered. I'm flattered, very flattered, very very flattered. Uh huh. That cat like me. Cat like me. So wait, are you? Oh, hi there. I see me. Oh, so good to see everybody. And hello, Jade. LLR. Huh. Well, come back. Sorry, I'm like. So, guys, what a day, huh? What a day. Another day in paradise. No. So, 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 guys, okay. Seriously. So I woke up, of course, and then I was like, well, whatever. Then I checked, long story. So then I checked the email, not the email. I checked the Patreon and that I could not. I was like, no. I bet she meant. I was like, no. You know, sometimes when you read things and you're like, no, it's actually not. That's not true. It's no. And I thought it was like sometimes you think, oh, it's like no, it must have been it was like it's a figure of speech or some you were like, oh no. So I started crying for hours. I was like crying. I could not now I'm not crying now, but it was like and it was weird because of course we didn't know that he was sick. And most of us I guess didn't know, but I didn't know. And so it feels like the first thing I thought honestly, I just like was like hi everybody. So it was like it just feels like couldn't how come Trump is around and he left. It seems like so unfair. It's so unfair that was my first feeling. I was like, oh my god, he why how this seems so unfair that he goes and those people are around. It seems wrong. Like and I understand, I understand that God has his own reasons for for having him over there. Okay, but I'm just like and I think guys and I was like it was a feeling of like he was protecting us. It was a feeling of like he stood for what really mattered. Um and then we have this trash people. And I was like because guys remember there was a time when one of the one of I think the breakthroughs I had here, there's different moments, but one of them was after the Mueller thing. We have no heroes, right? And that's what it reminded me. It was very sad. It was like a wake up call again. You can't wait on it, but it's still, guys. It was just he was just such an example. You know what I mean? Like he was just. It just seems, and he was such an example. He lived it. Not just he wasn't just a talker. And he was there, and he was I don't know explain. I mean, you guys, and I feel, guys, from what I see on Twitter, like everybody's feeling it. Everybody, I don't know anything about him, like his personal life or his family much or anything like that. I just know about, you know, like what everybody knows, right? Is just like he's just such a great person. I guess what else can you say? What else can you say, about him? Like he's doing it for the right reasons, okay? And and he's like the best of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, like. So it just seems like, and guys, if you don't mind, okay, when we start, I want to. It's not that I want to have a reading up. Like, I first I want to ask about how do we, some questions that came up like this, like, why him? I'm sorry to say, and maybe it sounds childish to ask, but I want to know why him. Like, why him? Oh no, no, like they say, it was a grief, is denial, anger, I'm like, not denial, but I'm angry. I'm kind of angry. Like, not angry. I'm not really angry. No, I'm not angry, but I'm sad. I'm like, I want to know. Like, I need to know. I need to know. I need to know why him. Okay, I need to know. And is there a message for us, or is there? How can we? Because it's hard to accept. Okay, times like this. But but at the same time, guys, today was in a way it was kind of horrible day, but a good day. I For some reason I'm feeling very good today. After now, right now, because I feel like the how do I say this? We're almost there. We're almost at the end. It's gonna be bad, but almost at the end. I just wish that he was with us. Celebrate the end of trash. You know, it just seems like, I'm sorry, it's wrong. It's I don't know. I don't know. It's late. I don't. I don't. I just. I don't. No. 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 And they're like, Rose, you don't get to make. You don't choose. You don't choose. It's not about you, Rosie. It's not about what you want. I know, but still, doesn't it feel wrong, guys, that it happened? I just feels wrong to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I know, but it's like, so. Do you mind if I ask for protection first? Okay, so ask before like come to my other so breathe out really light. Circle light, protect I have everybody and or protect the connected. And last thing for America only for her sources. Okay, so pretty good and look. So first we start. Guys, I want to have, is 1 minute too long? Do you mind? I'm going to try here. We have minute of silence for him, even though it's just you guys are silent all the time. But I have a minute of silence. I'm just gonna celebrate him and in my mind here. Okay, so that 1 second. I find timer. 1 second timer. 1 minute. Is that okay? Just 1 minute silence. So 1 minute. Starting. Okay, start. Okay. So so stop. Okay. So anyway, guys. So it's kind of I was like, so what I felt was that, okay. So it was like his energy is so sweet. He's such a good, like, I feel like he's so loving. You know. Anyway, I'm not going. It's not about crying here. I go to Rose's channel. She crying. Oh, she's really truly crying. So anyway, so I feel like he's so loving, guys. He's almost like God. He's like has this loving energy. Okay, about him. And then he said, Rosie, it's about following the way of the Lord. And I don't mean it, I don't even mean it in a religious sense. Like, he doesn't mean it like you have to go to church. It's more like it's all about following the way of the Lord. Like, by that he means that it's like, when Dr. King talked about I've seen the mountaintop. it, he's like saying that even though, you know, this isn't quite over yet. You have to every day you live like you're with living in the land of the Lord. In the land of like, and it doesn't have to be, like I said. I don't mean to be like a religious thing, but in the sense of like the right way. that the right way is the way. By the right way, you know what I mean, right? It's just the way of the good way. And even if you don't see it in front of your face, you know, it's like it's almost like you're seeing the mountaintop, right? It's kind of like you see the possibility, you see that it's the way of the Lord. You know what I mean? Like the love, exactly. That you have to go, that is where you have to live at all times. Even if things are not perfect or not like ideal or not how we want it, it has to be about that, about really exactly. And it's just not just, it's like, it's how you think. You know, every day you think, oh my God, how could this happen? How could that happen? But like, God does not want this. So I'm gonna do it the right way. You know, I'm going to do the right way, even if every nothing is exactly perfect, because he's sort of saying like that we got had a lot of gains in the civil rights era. And if we stopped and think about all the little things that were wrong, because there were so many huge wrong things and there was also small things that were wrong. So if we were going to stop and look at all the wrong things, we have to find the right, we had to focus on the right way, the way of the Lord, right? You know, in a sense, like we want justice, right? It's not like, oh, look how bad this is. It's like we want, look at the you know, we want the way of the good, and we don't like something because it's not good, right? So this is it. It's like saying, you know, everybody wake, you know, if you're not, guys, you know, it's so interesting, this whole like, it seems so biblical, you know, what he's saying, like in the sense of like the awakening, you know, just the way, if you haven't awakened to the kind of like to the God, how do you call it, you know, how to say it? The land of God inside of you, you know, then then you should, you know, so that we can never create, it's like there's no such it's not, guys, it's not to be sad about it, but it's like there's no such thing as perfection in the land of humans. There is such thing as the perfection in the land of God, you know. So you have to strive for that every day, you know, even if to live as though we were living in the land of God, you know. You know what I mean? Guys, you know, I don't want you like a crying channel. Come here, crying channel. But you know, guys, just like you was just like, why? You know, it was so touching. I think everybody was touched by this situation. You know, um, right? It was so touching, like his life, you know, and how he lived. So because the guys, you know, missing him, because it's like he was such a guiding light, you know. He's like comes from like, and if you think about it, guys, thinking how we lost Dr. King so young, and a lot of people who are fighting the good fight, you know. So then it's like, no, but we still have to, you know, the candle lives within each one of us. Okay. So it's not over, you know. We have to remember, that's the thing, we have to remember that the candle is within each one of us, and that in a, you know, in a quote unquote small steps, um we do the way of the Lord, or the way of the good. Let's just call it. It doesn't have to be necessarily just the way of the good. And that we never believe it, saying you have to have faith and see, because he's saying there's all the gains that we had in civil arts era, we could not see it with our eyes. It didn't exist because oppression was their law of the land in this country then. He's saying, you know, so if we believe only the things that we saw, we would not have changed anything. So this is the same thing here. It's important that you trust, turn off the television sometimes, to trust that what you believe is right is going to come to pass, even if you don't see it with your eyes. Okay. So that's why you have the power to affirm the things that are right. So 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 it's nice. No, it's nice. Yeah, and Christine is saying, I hope that his damn colleagues are okay too. They lost a great warrior. And I read this thing on Twitter. Someone saying there was a meeting of Democratic whips, and they were all kind of even Nancy, she was choking. So like, you know, and then other people were crying. There was, I forgot the name of the bishop. I forgot the name of the person. Um, and he was crying so much that he could be interviewed. So you know, so anyway. So no. So okay. So this is the guys, and it was interesting. So it's, you know, and the fact, you know, the reason why we are so moved is because it's still in us. It's because we feel so much, you know. I think, like if it did, you know, it's because it's still alive. It's alive in us. You know, if it wasn't, we would not feel so good, I think. So good, I mean, not so good that it's like sad, but so like you wouldn't touch it so much, you know. So anyway, so I'm going here. I'm here 1 second. Okay, so okay. So is it okay? Well, now it's interesting conversations. So does he have okay? Do have okay? So now I'm gonna ask question. Why him? Okay. Sorry, I know we had the crying here already, but I want to know why him. But why did I have immediately have this feeling of like, okay, why not Trump? Why not somebody like Trump? Why does it have to be the good person that goes and not the bad guy? Because well, it's not about what you think is right. It's not about okay. It's not about oh the thing is you think okay. So he played he's fulfilled his role, and it was his time to go. There are thousands of this is how life is, and those people are here. And in a way, it's saying in a way you should be thankful that the bad people are here still, because they have to pay price. They're here to pay price. They have to pay price. They will pay price in straight to but straight bus, straight to hell bus. They go straight to hell bus. But before they go to straight to hell bus, they have to pay. You should be happy in some ways that they are still alive, because they're gonna see the downfall. They witness their own downfall. They're saying, yeah, they have to witness their own downfall with their own eyes. Because if they left, there would be no reflection. You know, if they left, like, oh, there they are. We have to, because it's saying because it's you have to accept that what's happening in this country is that the country itself has to come to grips with what's happening. Okay, all right. So in other words, that right. So this is it. It's part of like if it was just like they disappear and they go away, oh, bye, see you later. It's not how it is. There has to be a moment of reflection, and they have to see all the insides turned out. The insides turned out. That's it. That's what it feels like. Today, even guys, everything coming out, all the goriness, the gory of Trump and his, and all the stuff he does. The thing with the Kurds, and then Mulvaney on that bizarre press conference. It's all everything is turning inside out, right? In the sense that they have either have really lost their marbles, or they really think that they're gonna. The false prophet is thinking that we're not gonna, they're gonna get away with everything or something like that. You know what I mean? So interesting. So you know what I'm saying? Because guys, when I saw the rest in peace, I was like, oh my god, what if he was killed by somebody? Thank God he wasn't. But I initially I was like, I was like, oh my god, I hope, thank God it wasn't like a terrorist attack. Interesting. Oh, look, he was sick a long time. Sometimes he needs to sleep in love, and we pick up the mantle, continue the fight. Exactly. So, but like I said, guys, this that explains it to me in a way. Even though I understand it's hard, but it's because those people they have their path. The bad people, they're supposed to suffer. They don't. They not that they're supposed to suffer, in that way, but they have to observe their own downfall. They must observe a downfall. Yeah. So, interesting. So, so, so is it, guys? In mind, is it exploitative? Is it exploitative? I ask him, is he there? Can he say hello? Or someone else, or is he there? Is he available? Hello? Hello? Mr. Cummings already calling informations. I need informations. I'm sorry. I mean it in the best way. Okay, so Mr. Cummings. Okay, oh, Rose, it's great here. He's very nice. He's very beautiful there. It's like he's like among so many flowers. He's like he's just in pure love. Like he's like he has a great time over there. It's wonderful, wonderful. So what do you see? Anything? Trash peoples? Huh? Huh? Like what do you see? Where do you see next? Do you see anything? Do you know what's coming? And he's just like so overwhelmed with love over there. And he's seeing. Oh my god, he's seeing his relative. Oh my god, he's seeing his mom. Oh god. Oh my god. Anyway, he's happy. He's like seeing all these relatives he hasn't seen in a long time. So I'm sorry. It's very touching. Okay. So, guys, I have to say this is like, oh my god. Oh, let's move on, maybe, because it's like I have to tell this is like not it's sort of unrelated, okay? But when I do personality links, I warn people because I start. What happens to me? It's very strange, okay? So is I cry when I see something when I feel like contact with spirits or whatever. On the other side, I cry. Like it's not even when it's not sad. It doesn't have to be sad. It's like that I just start crying, like spontaneously crying because it's real, you know. Maybe you don't know, but it's like that's it. It's not that I'm crying because I'm sad. It was beautiful what I was seeing. It wasn't sad. It was just like it's very intense, so I cry. Isn't that interesting? So this time it was before I was crying because I was crying. But it happens a lot. Like I was telling you, when I do readings I cry like all the time, but when sense the connection, it because I see the feel the emotion, and it's the purest emotion, you know. So he's just like, oh my god, he's oh my god, it's so truthful, the love, you know. And he comes with suitcases. I see he travel. He's like, oh my god, mom, you know, and it's like there's so much love there. My god, it's my movie. Sorry. So, oh my god, guys, you know, sorry today is crying. I'm crying all the time. I'm sorry. You know, it's not meant to be a crying session. And like I said, don't be scared. I'm not sad. I'm just overwhelmed with love. Overwhelming love from other side. So anyway, so it's always good. Oh my god. So because you know, I feel like his parents suffered a lot. Okay, and and she was watering the plants. And like, oh, it was wonderful, so great to see it. But it's like the deepest feeling, okay? You know, and and so great to see him, and it was worth it. We had to learn, you know, we had our lessons that they also, but she suffered, but it was like here they are, you know, in the garden of God, you know, watering the plants. So, oh my God, oh today, oh my God, that's right. Oh my god. So anyway, so right, if you've seen it, it's really very immense. Okay, so I'm say for my earphones. Okay, guys. Oh my god. And now I'm like, I'm crying. Okay, so so oh. Okay, so ready for a reading, huh? Huh? So oh my god. But I guys, I have to say that that when I saw the mother, his mom with the plant, you know, he's surrounded in the field of flowers, and his mom was watering the flowers. But I kind of get this this message that the flowers are us, like the seeds and the flowers are us, that they're taking care of the flowers, that we are here in the earth, you know. They were gardeners of gardeners, is that right? For flowers, and we are kind of like still the flowers, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. It's an image. I think it's legit that there's a garden over there, but that also that the plants are us, you know, they were still here, they were still right, that they are kind of like that. It was like I think, guys, you know, even from everyone's reaction, he's such an advanced spirit, okay, that he was like he was watering us, you know, giving water to us. Like think about it, if we were little seeds, you know. Oh, interesting part. Sharecroppers, farmers, interesting, makes sense. So anyway, so anyway, so you know, so it's almost like they were giving us like hope, essentially. You know what I mean? Like I think so. So I hope, like, I got too emotional today, huh? Emotional. So anyway, so
I'm gonna stop crying. Like, we have to change the subject. So, but it's good, guys. It's very hopeful. I feel it. I feel it. So, so then he's like, oh my, now he's looking, guys. He's smiling. He's like, oh, Rose, it's gonna be, and he's people erupting with joy, erupting with joy coming. So it's good. It's good, guys. I see that what's coming is good and erupting with joy, erupting, erupting, erupting. So, so it's nice. I was like, oh, but it's not happiness in the way that we feel happy, like, oh my god, it's so exciting, but happiness in the sense of awe, the awe of the other side. Okay. So so this is the guy. So this is it. So hello, brings art to las hermanos. Hello, hello. So 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 what I was going to say here. So so anyway, so I cannot go back. So guys, I'm moving on here. This is if you have to watch it again in the beginning. But but anyway, so now moving on from I was crying for 20 minutes here. No, no, it was nice. It was not just crying, but it was like intense emotions. So so anyway, so now I'm going. Let's go to reading timers. Reading timers. Okay, so okay, so now um okay. So the guys, I needed it though. I needed the kind of like processing all the information connected to the passing of Representative Cummings. Okay, I needed to process. Okay, it was good. It was good. So anyway, so next, guys, I'm just gonna read over. Okay, all the stuff that minor things today. I didn't even add another one. I realized like about the Gordon Sunland testimony. I didn't have a chance, but that's yet another thing that happened. So just quickly, so guys, also this came up. I put this after I pressed the send button. But retired or special operations Admiral McRaven, our republic is under attack from the president. So he wrote this op-ed on the New York Times. Okay, it was amazing because he's saying, guys, remember I told you the military is like trash. He's saying exactly what we think, that he's attacking this country from the White House, and it's time for people. He has to go. Motherfucker has to go. Okay, has to get the hell out of there. All right, that's the truth. So, so you know what I'm saying. So he said it. So that's nice. So I just want to quickly, guys, does he know? It's not that I always bring it up with the stuff that I said about the military, but does this? How do I say this? You sound sick. No, indivisible is because you were a little late. You missed because I was crying. That's why I have the voice like this. So I was crying here. So, anyways, that's why. Anyway, I now have to move on. Okay, I have to move on to follow here because I don't want to go back and to explain everything that just happened. But later, or I feel later, you'll understand why I have a voice like this. So anyways, so so Mac Raven. Okay, so this. Okay, so what does this mean? Is the military ready to get him removed, or what? What does this mean that he wrote this? Is the military? They all hate him, of course. He is humiliated because the whole thing is about humiliating in essence, humiliating, undermining the U.S. interest, but also the U.S. military, and humiliating the U.S. military. Okay, that is very, very sad. So 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 that's interesting. It's interesting. Interesting. So of course, so they just wait. Yeah. So they. Oh my god. There's a lot of pressure to get the motherfucker out. Okay. Okay. And guys, and as I said the other day, I keep saying this, that, before I said, oh, there's going to be something really serious that's going to upset people so much about Russia. And it's happening now, guys. Is the thing about, then I didn't even add this. So then on Twitter, there was apparently Russia saying, oh, we are going to, well, the Russians were saying, oh, now are going to normalize cyber relationships with the US, which is obviously, when they do that, it's because they want Trump to do something. So yeah, it's yet another thing. And it's like, until when? This thing has to be stopped now. Like, you can't wait. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot. Let's get real. Like you cannot wait. Has to be like tomorrow. It has to be tomorrow. Okay. So, oh, heads down. What is it? Which photo is it, guys? Did I see it? Missed it? Maybe I missed it. I don't know. The photo of the generals. I don't know. But anyway, so this is it. They're ready to remove. Okay, so they're gonna, yeah, they're ready to remove the motherfucker. Okay, and they have, because guys, it has to be, that it has to be. Um. Oh. Oh, it's the Pelosi photo. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. So it just feels like it has to be a special operation. So I feel like he's a special operations. I feel like there has to be a special operation to remove him. And his stuff, he's doing stuff for Russia. That's everything he does. And I'm sorry, like it has to be like, we can't wait another month of this. It's very serious, okay? So, okay. So next. So, okay, so now let's move to the stupid, like the, oh my God, Mulvaney held a bizarre press conference at the White House where he and Trump presumably admitted to everything, including admitting that they would help aid because they wanted Ukraine to investigate the Democrats. Question: why? What will be the consequences to Mulvaney Trump? How will that play into the impeachment inquiry? So it's hard to believe that happened, because even apparently then it came out, guys, that Jay Sekulow didn't want, the Trump, the lawyers didn't approve it. He just randomly went there and started saying these things. And there was, I was watching, I think, one of the TV shows, and I think it was um the blonde guy, I forgot, the representative from California, Eric something. Swalwell, that's right. So he's saying, I watched Republicans just like, what did he just say that? As they were watching this, everybody was shocked. So why this seems like, why did he do that? Why did he say these things? Because he feels like, guys, it's arrogance, it's saying, but and they are in, it's very interesting because they're how do I say this? It's like they know that they are in this. It's like this whole thing is a sham, right? The Trump president, the entire presidency is a sham. It's all about bullshitting their way into crimes. So he's like, whatever, I can say it because, what, whatever. It's like we can do it, and so what? Is it a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. It's not. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So 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 this is it, okay? And guys, one time I remember, I think I was reading something about Stalin and about the mental picture of those people who are really paranoid. Like, okay, you know how Trump is very paranoid, right? So he's paranoid because he knows he does things against people. So a person who is naive or a good person never even thinks the bad of others. That is why sometimes, children, stuff like that, they never can never imagine the depth of depravity of humans, right? So here, the same thing here is like, they actually think that others would do what they do. It's like you always, everybody, most people project. So he's just saying, I'll just go ahead and say it, so what, because he was afraid of this Sunderland testimony. That's what he was reacting to, okay? And then he's just saying, I can get away with this, so what? He'll have it, people have to just get used to it, so whatever, it is the way it is. Because, guys, the level of corruption in the Trump administration, that's kind of how they talk behind the scenes with each other. Whatever, man, I do it, so what, big deal. Whatever, what are you gonna say about it? What are you gonna say? I did it, we do it, whatever, bye. And it's like this, when I was watching the Ari Melber show, and he was saying during the Ari Melber, oh my gosh, the Ari show, that he was saying that, like, can you believe he said it? He's like, oh, you could do this as long as you don't commit crimes. Like, hello, you just admitted you committed many crimes. So they're just living in this separate universe where they can get away with anything as long as they get and they give away, like, and guys, did you see the speech by yeah, get over it. Yeah. So did you see the speech by Mitt Romney? It was not that Mitt Romney is so great and people are saying, oh, but he should have said Trump's name. But he was like, he sounded so eloquent in relationship to Trump, right? Like, if you compare the two, I'm not saying that that I'm like, oh, he does nothing, right? But like, it's like, you know what I mean? And even the passing of Cummings today was like, you kind of find your center, whoever has some semblance of this. And it's just like this kind of vulgar admission of crimes constantly, constantly. And I think it's like, that's it, guys. And the thing is, like, what is I think this is connected. This is connected to Trump being more and more overtly doing whatever Putin wants. Because it's saying like, and someone was I was also saw something on the news, or some articles saying that a Republican who was in one of those meetings where where Pelosi was, the photo was of the Pelosi was taken, that he was so unhinged, he's losing control. Okay. And it shows, and I felt like, as a person who, with the condition that he has, it's like he has a very hard time um controlling impulses. So what happens is he gets very it takes a lot for him to pretend, so he wants to do whatever he wants anytime, however, whenever, however, whatever he wants. And he feels he gets released when he's like admits to it. Whatever, I can get away, can you do that? So so that he needs to be even more of the vulgarity. It's like they're imitating him, you know so so this is about why. Okay, so why did he just say it? Does he not have a lawyer? What the hell is wrong with him? Why would he say that? It seems stupid to say, because he wanted. It's like you're describing exactly the mechanism of release. He needs to feel. It's interesting, the arrogance. It's one thing when it's behind doors. He needs to go out and kind of admit it, so that he can say, "I can get away with it, bitches." That's kind of what he's saying. That's part of the game here. Even his mental game, he has to kind of compensate somehow. And he had this extreme honesty is about that. Is like, no, I can get away because that's what they all tell themselves. We could get away with this. We can do this. They need to get over it. Just get over it. That's what they're telling us, right? I don't care. I could do this. I'll always do this. So who are you to tell me what I can and can't do? That's basically the message here. Okay. So wow, but why did he say that? The thing about the quick protocol, because he was tired of lying. Interesting. He was tired of lying. Like, what the hell am I gonna say? I did it. So what? Big deal. Get over it. It's easier. Because think about it, guys. And when you see the crime shows, it's always like the police, the criminal is always posited as the powerless person, and the police is powerful. But in this case, the criminal is very powerful. So think about it. Like, criminals are arrogant, right? So if the criminal thinks they are better and they're on top, they will get away with anything. They will do it. And it's part of their game to push us to believe they can get away. That's kind of like, well, he's not walking it back. Like, he's not, he's walking. People are saying he's walking it back. It doesn't really matter. Because and then on the news show they were like, exactly, they were like, well, you know what, we have the recording, we have the tape, who cares what he says afterwards? It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. And the other thing, guys, he's not Trump. Trump has the magic with his ways, but he doesn't. And the stuff that he said, it was like too late, exactly, done. It's exactly, guys, it's like, did you kill the person? Well, I did. I killed her, and I put the body, behind the bed or whatever. I put the body in the garbage. Of course I did. So what? I did it. And then you say, no, actually, I didn't. No, I didn't. I drank. I drank. That's why I said it. No, I didn't say it. So what do you like when I said I killed her? I didn't mean it. I just was like, I hit her, but I didn't mean to like kill her. That's kind. What do you say after? Because it's not as if he's not there. It's like the other weird thing is like he's a witness. He's participating in all these things, and there he is admitting to it. It's kind of like, I did not, it was almost like, okay, I did not go to the witness thing, I didn't go to speak in front of Congress, but I'm gonna tell now. I want to tell. I'm not going, but hey, I'm gonna tell what I know. Here, I'll tell you right away. Ask me a question. I have a question. I have a question. so so the yeah, interesting, no? Interesting. Oh, interesting. Right, like, hello, like, so this is it. They're daring us. They're saying, guys, I told you, they're like, they're not gonna. I belong here. I belong. I'm not. You're not taking me away. No, no, you're not taking. You're not kidding. And think about, guys. What is astounding about Trump and these people? They never went to prison for anything. So they have to like go to prison. Like they have to. I told you guys. Their world and their life perspective is such that I can always like nothing ever happens to me because I not only am I a Republican, because in other words I represent the wealthy people and the special interests, right? But I also, that's it. That's how they tell. That's how they talk in private, and it's all coming out. This is fascinating in a way. It's all public now. It's like, no, I can't because the mask is tough. It's tough to to pretend, And I think a lot of people don't actually may not actually enjoy it. Guys, you remember he's the same person who was like, we found a great way to get rid of the public servants. Just move the offices really far away. It's a genius way to get rid of it. It was talking about, I know, the EP or something, whatever. So that's the caliber of individual we're dealing with right now. So right. So is he gonna pay for it now? Is he gonna go to jail? What is he gonna do? Hey, by the way, what are the consequences for Trump? Trump Trump is watching this on the news. And I don't know if he's in an airport. There's something, he's in an airport or he's like watching in some news and he's like, "What?" I think he wants him to resign. He wants him to resign. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's my sense. I feel like he wants him to go because he embarrassed him, quote unquote. Wow. Yeah, guys, it's so weird. I have this airport image. I don't know why. And I see this image of like he's being escorted out of an airport as if he were luggage. You know the cart that you push the luggage in. There he is, like, being escorted. I think he's gonna want him out like by the end of the week. Like I think he wants him out. He hates having to look at his face, and and uh and he's like, wait, what, what? Oh, but he's the budget guy, guys. Oh my god, it's so fucked up. Oh my god. So then, oh, interesting. Trump is in Dallas for a so it makes sense. So it's possible. That's right. Because I see the airport. He's seeing the monitors in an airport or something. So maybe he's saying, by the time I come back, you get your ass out of there, bitch. Get your ass out of there. So he's furious, and he's like, how Trump's. I don't know him. I don't know why he said it. He's crazy. He's has problems. Has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. No, it doesn't. No. So okay. So what else? So what happens to him next? And guys, it's showing that he's like, this is like actually supposed. This is kind of a quote that I got today from Uniqlo. Long story, but so, oh my god, are you serious? He just cut the ribbon on a Louis Vuitton in Dallas with Ivanka. Are you? Oh my god, are you? Oh my god, that's bizarre. That is bizarre, isn't it? It's bizarre. Mm. Oh my god. So so anyway, so just saying, guys, so that Mulvaney, he's like this. He's like, I got the power. He's like coming out. Here I am, like whatever. I'm hot. I'm like, whoo, I'm coming out. Like I'm so, he's like, I have the spotlight today. And Trump is furious because he screwed him. I mean, he clearly put himself in. It's like, oh yeah, man, whatever, kind of something like that. Like I'm like, here I am, Mulvaney, woo, live from the White House, woo, yeah, baby. So he's loving it, the spotlight and the madness of it all. And then he's like, as soon as he comes off stage, he's like, nah, you should have done it, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, now you get your ass out of here, bitch. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. I think he's like reprimanded, and I think he's fired, basically, I think. But it's hard because, okay, but isn't how could he be fired like this? Isn't he? Yeah, he's just another schemer. But Trump again tries to say, yeah, he was loving it, and Trump, because guys, Trump hates it when people love the spotlight. Have you noticed this? Whenever there's somebody who likes publicity, or he feels the person has more attention than he has, he goes after the person. He's very angry. So he notices that he is loving it, and then he's like, put him on his place or something. So he has to go. I feel like he okay, is he, where does he go next? He talks to Trump on the phone and he fires him. Interesting. I feel like that's it. I think he has to go, but how is he? Oh my God, he's gonna complicate everything because they all have to concoct the stories together. But he just hates him, and maybe he just kicks him out of the White House. I think he can still. I don't know, guys. It's very complicated here, but I see him being escorted out. Okay, like escorted out from the airport. Yeah. So, but it's so okay. Is Mulvaney gonna be fired? Let's say here. Yeah. 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 Let's see here quickly, Carlos. Quick, Carlos. I could call her with a hand. Have Carlos. So, what's happening next to him? Huh? What's next for Mulvaney? Is he gonna be fired? As I think. So is he going to be fired? What's happening for him next? Huh? Hmm? Oh, a card fell. I saw a card falling. Where did it go? Let's see. Oh, lady. Oh, oh, key. Secret importance. I have secret. I have secret about offer. Yeah, I know it. I am from Airhole. I have it. I have it. I have it. Yeah. I have it. I have it. Foreign institution. What is it called? The blockage, in other words, sanction. Foreign bank sanction, something like this. Okay, so loyalists fighting over Trump. So guys, it's a pit of snakes, basically. Yeah. So this is it. A pit of snakes. So because I feel like they're all very cynical. Okay, so what is it saying to Trump? He has information. That's the problem, right? The same thing with Trump wanting to put Judy down, or Rudy down. Rudy knows information. So does Mulvaney. So you can't treat him that badly because we are co-conspirators at the end of the day. So is he gonna leave the White House or what? Oh, election. We have a vision for the election. We have deal. Yeah. Oh, coffin corruption. The money. Yeah. Oh, so guys, he's just gonna. I think he's gonna be severely punished by Trump. If not, I still see him being fired or like getting a beating from Trump or something like that. So anyway, so guys, let me move on because I so many questions. But okay, so why? So why did what is his role going to be? He wants to be among the people who are gonna survive this, and because guys, I told you, but I think it was even yesterday. I did a reading on him quickly, and he showed that he wants to be he wants to be promoted by the mob boss. He wants a promotion. He wants more deals. He wants more things. Okay, but I feel like he has no intention. He's a really bad person. Okay, he's just not. He's not. In Sunderland, I think he's like the guy. He's so. You see today, guys. By the way, I didn't. Let's move on. Move to this now quickly. Just since I'm bringing him up, he said, in this the news where there's so much breaking news that this was buried, but this is very important because he said Trump directed me to say this statement that there was no quid pro quo. And then at the same day, the Mulvaney said, "Oh, of course there was a quid pro quo." Like he didn't say the word quid pro quo, but that's what he indicated essentially. So even Sunderland, he's not that dumb. He's a business person. He knows the price you'd have to pay for being on the side of Trump. So he told the truth, I think. So how was the testimony? He tells it like it is, because I see this gesture like this. He wants to wash his hands off. Like he's like, I don't want to. I'm not. He's smart. He's not because his lawyer and others have told him you have to speak up because Trump is always looking for a scapegoat. So he's gonna let you take the blame, and you have to move fast and point. And no, Janie, I have heard. Okay, if you check the question, I've already added that to the question. Okay, so anyway, uh, so so this is it, guys. So
So this is it. Okay. So Sunderland, that's right. And that's, I think, guys, the other motivator here I see about Sunderland is that they're all very nervous because Sunderland really did do a lot, and he was carrying out the wishes of Trump. And he was caught in in those text messages. So the fact that everybody's telling the truth pretty much thus far, everyone who's testifying is telling the truth. It means he's nervous, but he's like saying, "I could get away with this," just like Trump. But he's not Trump. That's the thing. They don't seem to get it. A very important fact. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. And then there's the thing. And then, guys, I feel like I read before there was some sort of insinuation that he was going to tell the truth. Rick Perry was not, right. I thought he was. So now he resigns, which is, I think, is a good sign. It's a sign that he's probably going to. So what's happening with Rick Perry? What is happening with Rick Perry? He doesn't want to. Nobody wants to take the downfall. So it's kind of like the time, guys, right now is the time for people running for the hill. You know, they are like, what? Oh no, oh no, oh no. So there says they some of them are more realistic than others. And so what is he gonna he's gonna say he has information, guys, because you know what it is, the energy. He's the energy secretary. So he wants to make sure that the Ukrainians, it's all about that energy company there, right? To do, guys, you know what's so sad is that Trump, oh my God, Trump wants the US to be like Russia, in the sense that, Putin has a cut in every company. He wants the same thing here, but it's not, eventually that's what he would dream of. That if you work for the Trump administration, you can just get bribes from like a mob, or like the mob, really like the mob. So you see what I'm saying? Every company. Okay. So anyway, so wow. So this is a, oh my God. Okay, so what happens next? What happens with all these characters in the impeachment saga? Now everybody's telling the truth. And how do the Democrats see these developments? Everything is coming out. They're running. They're like watching, observing, and let them dig their own grave. Okay. It's obviously that there's a, it's, you can't deny this story is all out there. And they're poised for the Senate, to go to the Senate. But now the other question is how this, so that's why they're going to continue to have these debates, not debates, these investigations, because there's still more to come. They want the American public to really understand what is going on. Okay, so they need to take the time to push more and more, so that people are, they're hoping that with enough pressure the whole thing falls apart. It's not so easy, because they have too many crimes almost. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so now, guys, this is one of the most sickening developments. Okay, so did you see the Mulvaney announced that Trump wants to hold the G7 meeting in one of his properties in Miami? Hmm? Yeah, today was announced. So this is going to happen though I think it's June 2020. I feel like I felt the first thing I thought was like, he is so insecure that he wants to in his mind he needs to hold on to something, saying Trump is the president. Trump is the president, because he knows he's not going to be. I mean, he must know deep down that he has to go. He must know. So it's like, no, but Trump, like the president of the U.S. Equals Trump, right? So he just made out that statement. Okay, exactly. So I want to know. So this is the thing, guys. I don't think it's going to happen, but um, so I want to know. Okay, so I'm going to project forward. Lindsay's also asking here, on the day Trump leaves, who's going to be there with him? Is there going to be anybody left? Like, I'm just a question. So okay, so let's see here. First of all, the that resort that is falling apart, supposedly horrible. Okay, so yeah, that's right. I just feel like, I think it's, I just want to know. I feel like he's not going to be president. Who knows? So let's project forward to the G20 meeting in 2020. What is it going to be? Is Trump going to be there? Guys, I have, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Interesting. So, gonna tell you interesting for me. So I have this image of the G7 presidents, and there's a Sharpie scribbling out two people, Boris Johnson and Trump. Interesting. So Boris Johnson and Trump are not gonna be there. That's what it's saying. I don't know. And who's in his place? Nancy Pelosi. Representa aí, America. Nancy Pelosi. And I try to see here in the UK. I think it's either a guy. There's either it's alternating between a woman and a man. I don't know if it's possible, but I somebody I'm not familiar with really. Interesting. I don't think they're not going to be around. So interesting. No, I find interesting for Americans. Oh, what happened? So, interesting. So there she is. Yeah, the Sharpie, like, oh, he's not there anymore. Who? Remember? And there's like a joke. Oh, there's President Pelosi. Who knew? Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, good job, Pelosi. Good job. So, is it going to happen at the Trump resort? Huh? Is it going to happen? No, no way. No. I feel like they may have moved to a different country, to be honest, just because of the whole controversy with Trump. Okay, I don't know. I mean, definitely not good, guys. Of course not. Besides, oh, that'll be great, guys. Yes, it's now a government building. Government love to have a hotel because now let's have a because it was taken over by the right, you know, right. It's like so funny, very funny. It's like, oh, interesting, no, interesting. So that it's like now it's owned by the U.S. government. So it's great to commit there now. Yeah, of course, right? So that would be funny if it is. Oh, it's the new FBI building in Miami. That's where it is now. What it becomes. so so guys, and I see that I don't know what it is. I've never seen that building, but it shows me that this building falling apart. Yeah, it's gonna be falling apart, like kind of like demolished or something. It's gonna be taken over by the U.S. government. I do think it's gonna new training for. Yeah, I don't know what, but it's like well, good. It's because guys, that's the thing. He's a very good propagandist. So he's pushing. So interesting. He's pushing forward to the future because he knows deep down that he's out of the government. So if he only like if oh that's right if only he just kind of oh no I have a conference. I have a conference next year. Yeah, yeah. So no, it's gonna happen. Forget about it. It's gonna happen. Unreal. So oh sad for him. So President Pelosi is gonna be there instead. President Pelosi, is gonna be there instead. Oh yeah, oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. President Pelosi, is gonna take his place. So yeah, I think it's a lot is going to happen. A lot is going to happen. So, oh my god, what an idiot. Because like think about it. Of course, he has to for his own mind. He has to be like, oh no, but something's happening. It's happening. I know. I have confidence. Nobody's taking me. No, it's unreal. Okay, so okay, all right. So guys, now just quickly. So energy. So of course, I say it's next question here is Perry resigns as the Ukraine scandal explodes. So will he testify? What does he know? What will he say? So I forgot to ask guys if Mulvaney is going to go to prison. I think he will. But let's see Perry and Mulvaney. Oh, I see guys. Perry pointing to the money. He knows about kickback. I know kickback in front of Americans. I know it. I know it. Kickback in front of Americans. I feel like he wants to cut a deal with someone because he has a lot of info on Americans. He knows a lot all about, but it's I think I don't know, guys. I kind of not that I like him, but I feel I have a kind of a good feeling about him. He's always worked for lobbyists, and in some ways, his career would be over if he rats out Trump. But all of these people, guys, the people who are survivalists, they may know. It's like think they have to stop and think. Okay, I need to survive. I don't care who I throw under the bus because Trump is trash. Everybody knows, right? So is he gonna? He has. I see how he has information about. He's gonna give the information he has. Okay, interesting. That's right, guys. Because okay, yesterday I talked about the people in the at Trump administration who who refused to testify. But if you are no longer an employee of the Trump administration, you can't testify. They can't stop you, I think. So interesting. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so interesting. Okay, now, guys. Oh my God, there's more questions. I have more questions in mind. Oh my God. So okay, so next. Now today, guys, it was so sick. So Pence was in Turkey meeting with Erdogan, where he announced in a press conference a ceasefire. And then I added the summary here about from Chris Murphy. Okay, this isn't a ceasefire; it's a total capitulation to Turkey and the capstone of our abandonment of the Kurds. Don't pay attention to the headline; read the actual agreement. It's effectively surrender. So then I have several questions here. Okay, what will be the consequences to the USA of Trump's decision regarding Turkey? Distancing from the world. But I see Turkey, guys. I see Turkey sinking. Erdogan sinking also. Interesting. Erdogan is not going to be able, because what Trump does is that he pumps these people who have no power. Even Mitt Romney is like, did you seriously get won by Turkey? He was like, Turkey? So so I see that Turkey eventually goes down because they're bigger than too big for their breaches, essentially. Okay. Okay, so will the truth about this specific quid pro quo come out? In other words, guys, let's get real. Whatever it is, there has to be a reason why Trump made a deal with them. Okay? There's no way that he didn't get something behind. There's something. Either there's what is it? And it is going to come out. So obviously it shows that the US is furthering, it's kind of like leaving, it's separating from Turkey though, right? And Erdogan is going down. Okay. So what about what is the quid pro quo that like led to this? It says Putin, guys. Putin has information, and he came showing here Putin kind of like embracing Erdogan and saying, "Hey, here's the stuff about Trump." Because they both, I see Jared again, guys. There's compromat. Okay, hey, they have a Trump Tower. Oh, guys, that guy again. Okay, so guys, remember this story of the guy who was arrested with child prostitution? Do you know this about this guy that I talked about the other day? Tariq Arif or something. He's Turkish slash Russian. Okay, it was Tariq Aref, the guy. Okay, so that guy he was a business partner of Trump in a lot of buildings, including the one in Turkey. So he was arrested in Turkey for human trafficking. Okay, and the charges were later dismissed. Okay, but I'm not talking about Khashoggi. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Something else. I've already talked, Joan. I already said the thing about. I already said the thing about Kushner. He has information on Kushner, but on top of it is that they have information about Trump and his relationship to human trafficking through this guy Tarek Arif, or whatever his name is. He was one of the people who was in the Soho deal, the Soho Trump. He got the thing. He even was connected to getting Trump to Moscow because he speaks Russian. He studied in Russia. This guy Tariq, I'm sorry, I don't know his actual name exactly, but he's the guy who was photographed with Ivanka when Ivanka was really young. I'm talking about? He's a really creepy guy, really like gross. They all are creepy, but so I think he gave information to. There's a lot of compromise on Trump, okay, and that is the thing that he had to make concessions, and this is why there was not even a room to negotiate. Okay, so but why? Okay, so for example, now tell me what happened when Pence went over there. What happened when? Because it shows that there was no negotiation. People like there was no diplomacy. He just gave him what he wanted. What the hell was that? So Pence was like, listen, I need my Christian base needs to hear that we support the Kurds. Make sure, we don't want to see the blood. You could do whatever you want. President Trump was like, you could do this and you could do that, but just don't kill, don't let the blood. We can't have blood on Christians. You know what I mean? So, but why? Because guys, I feel like Pence is really submissive to Trump and the Russians. He really buys, guys. That's the problem with those right wing Christians, like the man, like Pence and Pompeo especially. They really believe that it's like, oh, he's leading us. They all forgive Trump for everything, all the crimes. They all get kicked, whatever it is. Like they're all involved, and they know that there's information. Like guys, it's about Putin essentially. Putin is the orchestrator of all of this. But it's like it's about Turkey also having information about the Khashoggi thing and about the human trafficking. So the guys, Trump is owned by these people. Think about it, because Trump and especially Jared was like, "Oh, I can get these people to do things," but now we're experiencing the nightmare of like the other side. In other words, it comes a time when you have to pay back the mob. They have information on you, so you do whatever they want. Okay, so is this information going to come out? Okay, is the information about whatever this quid pro quo is, or whatever the compromise is, and what did Trump get in private for doing this? So I think, guys, it's so weird. I feel like pretty much with every deal Trump does with like all these people, these mob people, whatever these people are, he they give him some money, but they also own him. It's very complicated. It's not so simple. Like it's sort of like it's in a weird way. He only respects you if you have compromise on him. So he only acts submissive towards people who really have compromise. Not like, it doesn't work otherwise. So if you have compromise on him, then he's like, oh, okay, okay, I'll do it. So they have what else? What else comes out? What else? The Khashoggi thing. Guys, I think it's gonna come out. Hopefully. Oh my god. Is the Khashoggi thing gonna come out about Jared? Because he has recordings of Jared, guys. I swear. I told you many times, like recently even. This thing I told you, right? Like, let's see here. I want to know. So this information about Jared gonna come out? Oh, garden and public. Knowledge, public thing. The lady could be the Russia thing, guys. Look, opportunity. What about Jared? Oh, look, letter documents. Oh, look, the cloud. In other words, internet. Okay, about flights or change. Okay, so I feel like there's informations. That is informations. Yeah. So, guys, intelligence agencies, many places have information already on this. Okay, so it's a matter. I feel like it's once Trump is impeached, there's a point at which all of it is going to come out. Okay, so because it has to be, and I think this stuff about especially Khashoggi is going to be one of the reasons why, how the stuff that Trump does in his administration, why you have to annul everything. Because truly, it's not just that okay, it's not that there was a critical protocol before, is that during the Trump administration, everything he did was about pleasing the foreign powers, not the US. So he really, guys, even if you put aside the fact that his election was illegitimate because I think the numbers were changed, even then he still was an illegitimate president because he continues to do that, to basically have deals with people where he'll give them something in exchange for something else. That's constant. That is constant. Okay. So, oh my God. Okay. So, what did Trump get in? Yeah. So I think he got, oh, this is, guys, I told you before also yesterday, it's coming back too. The thing about Michael Flynn, and you guys saw that, like, the Trump worked to help Turkey try to get the guy out of the country, the cleric, whatever. Okay. So it's just a quid pro quo, pay to play thing. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So guys, okay. So next. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Now, okay. Last question, guys. I feel like okay. So how is Trump gonna leave? I'm sorry. I asked the question a lot, many times. I asked this question, but I want to know. I want to know from my. So when is he gonna leave? How is he gonna leave? It's like interesting saying this is why you have to remember, you have to wait, because what's happening is the Democrats are putting pressure, and then and then the more pressure they put, the less so everything has to come out because he doesn't. If he were decent, he said, okay, I have to go, I'm gonna go, I should resign. But he's not resigning, he's doubling up, and until he has to be physically has to be removed. But when? Soon. Not No, I didn't say that. So I think the Republicans, guys, I was seeing the numbers. Did you see the numbers? The Republicans have to also move. I still feel like the military is going to be even more upset. I still feel, guys, it's sort of similar to what I saw before. There's going to be a lot more indictments. It seems there's more indictments to come about the um election laws that were broken. Money. So the whole tide, he's gonna try to get away with everything. In a way, he's provoking people into removing him. That's what he's doing. Kind of like Mulvaney. I could get away with it. So what? Big deal. Big deal. Big deal. Move on. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, people were saying, Audrey saying Trump just said he had to clear out the area that Turkey's taking over, as if you were talking about trash. In other words, people were saying he's using the language of ethnic cleansing. So you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the same. He's like, whatever. I just have to give them whatever they ask for because they pay me. So so this is the guys in. I think, I hope, and it's so interesting. One of the things that I was watching, I had the thing on, because I have this iPad thing that is on, is like a television, because I have who the streaming. I don't have a television, I have the streaming thing. So I was in the background, and then it started his press conference, and he's like, oh, I like to thank all the Americans out there praying for the Kurds, and praying for this, praying for that. And a lot of people were upset and let us know about it. So I think the evangelicals are still furious. Okay, I don't think they're going to be, judging from the reaction of the Republicans. I don't think this was enough. Trump was like, wait, but there's this fire, there is this fire, whatever. Trump doesn't really understand human life. Okay, he doesn't care about humans. You know that, right? So it's not as if it makes a difference for him. Oh, it doesn't say no. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. So this is the guys. It's like the belly of the beast. It's saying it's the belly of the beast. So just gonna have to hold tight. Like I said, the same thing. Hold tight. It's gonna happen, but not pretty. Not pretty. Okay. Yeah. Like, a lot of people gonna have to move. Okay, fast. But then he's gone. All these people. So what about Pence? And now I have a question. What about Pence? Does Pence want to be president? Does he think he can be president? He doesn't want it. I feel like, in a weird way. Does he not want it? Because by being on Trump's side, he's actually digging his own grave, right? Does he not understand that? What the hell? Republicans are sort of trying to reproach him about it, but it seems like because you know what's the sad thing about Trump, about Pence, guys, is that basically he he's involved in this. So, guys, when don't have I go to Victoria. Victoria is saying January. Okay. So, you know what I mean? So I don't know what that means exactly. Guys, I can't tell you exactly when. I still, if you putting together all this stuff, the parts, it makes sense that it could be January. There's just a lot more to come. When? I don't know when. I don't know. I don't know. It's not reliable. When? I feel like, guys, do you remember this? There was a time when I saw Trump alone in the White House. Remember, there was like he was alone there on a holiday season. I think it was next year. But I feel like it makes sense that he's supposed to be gone by Christmas, I think, but he's gonna stay. I'm staying. Stay with me. Nobody there. Okay. That's all I see. So I don't know, guys. When? I don't know. So that's it. But there's no, I don't know. There's no real smooth path. Because, guys, look at the logical conclusion of this. The Democrats are doing everything they can to pressure him out. And I think some Republicans are also thinking about that. Okay. And nothing's happening. He's not moving. So then because he's not moving, and this gang, these are people who are criminals, is not moving either, then things start to happen because they don't move. Nobody's doing the gentlemanly thing. Oh, we should do the right thing and step away. No, these are hardcore criminals. Kellyanne. Oh my God, yeah. What about Kellyanne? At which point, until when is she gonna be there? Guys, I see Kellyanne doing cocaine. It's like, oh yeah, President Trump, everything's fine. She's like doing cocaine, Kellyanne. I'm very skinny. I do a lot of coke. Okay, so Raksha, it's kind of a long day. Okay, I have to go soon, but this is like, I know sometimes you have these questions. I can't answer every question. I've never. This is what I think. I actually don't believe that it's gonna go to a trial in the Senate for some reason. Okay, for some reason I don't know that it will. I don't feel like it's gonna be necessarily a traditional impeachment thing, or is it? Is it gonna be a traditional? What's gonna happen to the guys? You know who I saw just now? You know who I saw just now? Did you see? Did you see what Rand Paul? He's legit. He legit works for the Russians. Okay, Rand Paul. He blocked the vote. He blocked the vote. Did you see that he blocked the vote for the Turkey Syria thing? So I'm sure that even if it goes, I don't know how they can block. They're gonna try to do everything to not, like, because those people like him, right? Right? Those people like I don't know, but how is this gonna go? I just feel like I think, guys, Rand Paul. Those people they're not normal. They're like agents, okay? Because think about it. Like, what are the chances they're gonna go? They could go to prison. They probably will go to prison. So they're gonna try to avoid everything. But so what happens? I just, guys, it's saying there's a constitutional crisis. They say we already are kind of in a constitutional. Where was it? But okay, so going back here, just wanted to say something else, guys, that I skipped, or I started to talk and then I got distracted. Something about Pence. So Pence, when he lies on behalf of Trump, he implicates himself in the impeachment investigation. If he had kept quiet, or if he hadn't been mentioned, maybe he could have been, he could have survived, but he didn't. Like, if Trump were a normal person, he would probably, you know, make sure that, for example, that Pence is indicted, and then do exactly what Nixon did, which is to get Pence out of the way, and then appoint like Mitt Romney. Like, Mitt Romney would be a pretty decent Republican. I'm not saying I would not vote for him, but he would be a decent Republican president, right? But they're not thinking of themselves. They're not thinking, oh, well, let's think about the Republican Party. They're thinking of each other only. So, like, but obviously Trump is not he's not a normal person, and he's a huge criminal, right? And so is Pence by becoming. You guys, Pence was appointed by the Russians. Think about it. Metaphor is the one who pushed Pence. Think about it, how bad the guy is. So, this is a story. They all end up digging their graves, and that's how Nancy comes in. Nancy, yeah, hello, Nancy, yeah. So, guys, so who's going to be the vice president if Nancy's president? It's kind of telling me here, guys, that Nancy, it's like it's an interim government, so it's not the same. I don't know that they have vice presidents. Interesting, no? Interesting. So, oh my God. I don't know how it is. I don't think you can have a right? I don't know, guys. I think it's different. I don't know. I don't think it's the same. I don't know how it is. I don't know. I don't, obviously it's not elected. It's like somebody who's interim. But, interesting. Yeah, I don't shift for it. Oh my God. Can you believe the team? Okay. Can I just say it? Can I just say it? Like, I would love. Okay, can you? Okay, I want Nancy exactly where she is. She's doing a great job. But can you imagine the best team? Nancy and Adam Schiff, forever. They should never leave. No, you barricade yourself in the White House. Don't go. Oh my God, can you imagine Nancy and Adam Schiff together? Forget about it. Love it. Love it. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Be perfect. Oh my god. The best. Uh-huh. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my god. So good. So, oh my god. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. But I think, guys, I saw Nancy. She's like, guys, and I see Nancy. Can I just the last image, okay? What a nice last image. So, so the last image is Nancy at the G7, and then they announced Nancy Pelosi, and everybody, ah, everybody's like clapping, Nancy, ah, like, can you imagine when her name comes up? It's like Nancy, ah, everybody happy together. Very nice, huh? Very nice. Interesting. So, uh, so, so anyway, guys. So that's it. Okay, I'm going to finish. Yeah, high dive. So, yeah, high five. Ooh, like yeah, no, totally. But anyway, guys. So I have to go. But it's nice talking to you today, huh? And it's saying, and I'm thinking, guys, I'm like, oh, I'll have a day off on the weekend because they're like, girl, you're gonna sit your ass down. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day, but get ready. So as every day this week has been crazy, right? So okay, so oh oh okay, so have a good night. Oh my god. Good night. See you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye.